else is good. Okay. So this is by Hal Boyle. He says, what makes a river so restful to people is that it doesn't have any doubt. It is sure to get where it is going, and it doesn't want to go anywhere else. So it's kind of true, right? Although sometimes rivers want to go somewhere that we don't want them to go, but they go anyway. Like they have their mind set up and they do it. So there's something to be said for the river as far as decision making goes. Like the river just flows, it knows where it's going, it works with gravity, and it does its thing. And what do we do sometimes when we have to make a decision? We're like, oh, I don't know. Maybe I should talk to someone else about this, or maybe I should do this, or maybe I won't do anything because I'm not sure which decision is the right one to make. So a river is a good metaphor for making a decision, I guess. There you go. So get comfortable in your seat. Find that spot that feels really decisive and sure for you, and ground yourself down and lift your spine up so you're sitting tall, and let your eyes close for a minute. Let's take 3 rounds of deep breaths. So breathing in, nice full inhale, let your belly expand. And then exhale, release. Let all that air flow back out. Full breath in. Exhale, release. Another one, big inhale. Breathe in as much as you can, a little bit more. And then let it all flow back out. And then drop your ear over to one shoulder, just holding it down that direction for a moment. And then bring it back up to center and tip it over the other way and just pause there. Let it just hang out. Feel a side neck stretch here and then come back up. Let's raise the chin up towards the ceiling and then exhale, drop chin to chest. Inhale, chin up. Exhale, lower back down. Inhale up. Exhale down. And then coming back up into a neutral position, let's take your right hand behind you, bring your left hand to your right knee, and take a twist here so that you're looking towards that shoulder behind you, twisting. And just feeling that motion in your belly, in your spine, in your shoulders, even turning your eyes around to the right a little bit. And then come back to center. Take your right hand to your left knee, left hand behind you, and twist in the other direction. Remember to keep breathing and then come back to center. Let's bring the shoulders up by our ears and then exhale, release. Bring them up, shrug it up, and then release. One more time, bring it up and then release and just shake it out. Let's head over to the mat. Start in tabletop position. Have your hands under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. Just round the back up towards the ceiling and then exhale, release. Round it up and release. Round and release. Just keep moving through this, noticing maybe, hold on, excuse me. Maybe it feels good to hold your back up towards the ceiling for a minute and just feel that stretch really pushing into your hands. And just hold, 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 and then release and let that belly drop. Lift the head, raise the tailbone, Just holding it here for a minute, seeing what feels good as you move through your practice. Maybe you want to speed this up, dropping and lifting a little faster. Remember to always move with the breath. Doing a couple more rounds. And then coming back to stillness. Walk your hands in towards your knees. Come up into kneeling position. Let's bring the right knee forward. Keep the left knee down. Interlace fingers onto that right leg. And let's drop down into a full deep lunge here. And then come back up. And just come back and forth a few times. And then coming back up, bring your hands down by your side and then drop into the lunge, raise the arms, lift, look up, and then bring it back. Raise the arms, lift, look up, and then bring it back. Raise it up and bring it back. Raise it up and bring it back. This time we're going to hold that lunge, raise the arms, bring the palms together, bend the elbows, hands come back to the crown of the head, hold it here, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Straighten up the arms, drop them down to your front foot, pull those hips back and bring the right leg back. Let's bring the left knee forward and the right knee down this time, coming up into kneeling position. Interlace the fingers and then just start coming up and down a few times. Breathing. And now come up, drop your hands down to your side, and as you lunge, raise the arms up overhead, look up, and bring it back. Raise it up and bring it back. Raise it up and bring it back. Raise it up, hold it here, palms together, bend the elbows, hands come to the crown of the head, pull the elbows towards one another, and hold the lunge. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Raise the hands up and drop it down. Lift the hips and bring that left leg back into kneeling position. Just do a couple of twists with the arms, side to side. Taking some full breaths here. And then slow it down and come back down onto all fours. Let's sit back towards our heels, stretch the arms out, drop the head down. On the inhale, lift back up into table. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift the chest, raise the eyes, look up. And exhale, drop it back. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Just keep flowing through this. Maybe you want to move nice and slow doing this. It feels really yummy. Or maybe you've got a little extra energy. You want to speed it up. Exhale back. Inhale up. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. One more round. Bring it up and down and up and back. And now just drop down into child pose for a minute. Head to the floor. Relax your arms. Just take a couple breaths here. And then slowly come back up into tabletop position. Curl your toes under, press into your hands, press into your toes, lift those hips up, the knees up just a little bit up off the ground. Hovering, nice strong abdominal muscles here. Slide your shoulders so they're over your hands and hold it here for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Drop those knees down, tops of the feet to the floor, sitting back into child pose. And then come back up, curl the toes under, and lift it all the way up to downward facing dog. And just start walking your feet out here. Bend one knee, then the other, back and forth a few times. Taking deep breaths. And then come to stillness. Let's slide forward into plank position. So you want to be on your toes, on your hands, nice long line with the body. Hands under the shoulders, just gently pushing back through your heels. Hold it here for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Let your hips drop towards the mat. Don't let them touch. Roll your heart through your arms. Lift and look up. Hold it here. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Push back into downward facing dog. And let's slide forward into plank. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, back, down dog. Bring it forward and down and up and back. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. One more time. Bring it forward and down and up and back. Drop knees to the floor. Open them up wide. Big toes touch. Come back into child pose. You can make a little pillow with your hands and drop your head. Breathing. Good, and then raise your head back up. Come back up into tabletop position. Let's curl the toes under and lift back up to downward facing dog. And now look towards your feet and start taking little steps coming up towards the front of your mat. And then exhale, fold it down. Inhale, rise, come all the way up and over. And exhale, hands come back to your heart. Take a minute and find Tadasana. Just gonna adjust this just a tweak. So up at the front of your mat, feet are about hip distance apart. Bring your hands together at your heart center. Roll from your heel to toes a couple times, getting your feet to finally come to stillness and feel your feet rooting down into the ground. Legs are long, spine is lifted, shoulders are relaxed, away from your ears. Crown of the head is reaching up, and hands are together, Anjali Mudra at your heart center. Thumbs touching the chest, eyes are closed. Take a moment here to think about what you want your intention for today to be. And then slowly let your eyes open. Exhale, hands down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins, lift, look up. Exhale, release. Left foot back and right foot back. Drop knees. Exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Curl toes under and bring it up to downward dog. Just take 3 breaths here. Good. Shift weight onto your left foot. Raise your right leg diagonally back behind you. Point your toes on that right foot and reach that toe a little further back, straightening everything out. And then flex at the foot and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Circle the foot one way. Circle it the other. And then drop that foot back down. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, back to downward dog. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. Come forward and down and up and back. Hold it here, breathing. 3 breaths. Good. Now weight on the right foot, left leg lifts. Point the toes, stretch that leg long. Press into your arms. Make sure the arms are straight and long too. And then go back to your toe, back to that left foot, and let's flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Circle the foot one way. Circle it the other. And exhale, foot comes down. Come forward into plank. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, lift, look up. Exhale, bring it back. Inhale forward. Exhale down. Inhale, lift. Exhale back. One more time. You've got this. Lift it up. Take it back. Look towards your hands. Bring your left foot forward and then the right. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise. And exhale, hands come back to your heart. Just take a minute. Shake out your arms. Shake out your legs. Notice how you're feeling this morning. Let's come back into Tadasana. Standing tall. Bring your hands back to your heart. Exhale down. Inhale up. Exhale back. Inhale lift. Exhale fold. Hands to shins lift. Exhale release. Right foot back. Left foot back. Drop knees. Exhale. Inhale cobra. Exhale release. Push and lift. Come back up to downward dog. Look towards your hands. Bring the right foot forward. Plant the back foot. Come up with straight legs. And then dive down into your lunge a couple times. Remember, hips are facing forward. You want the front knee over the heel. And then settle into your lunge. When you're ready, arms come up overhead. And you can bring the hands together for warrior one. Breathing. Arms down, shoulder height. Right arm forward, left arm back, warrior two. Sink a little deeper into your lunge. Keep breathing. Back arm down the back leg, front arm reaches up. Nice. Windmill the hands all the way back to the front foot. Right foot comes back. Drop the knees. Exhale down. Inhale cobra. Exhale release. Push and lift. Come back up to downward facing dog. Look towards your feet. Left foot forward. Plant the back foot. Thumb all the way up. And then up and down a couple times, finding your lunge. And when you're ready, settle in. Hips forward, front knee over the heel. Raise the arms up overhead and bring the palms together. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Arms come down, shoulder height. Left arm forward, right arm back. Try to sink down a little bit further and breathe. Back arm down, front arm up. And now windmill the hands all the way back. Left foot back, drop knees, exhale down. Inhale, cobra, exhale, release. Push and lift, coming back up to downward dog. Look towards your hands, bring right foot forward and then the left. Exhale, fold. Inhale up, exhale, hands come back to your heart. Again, take a minute, shake everything out. Shake your arms, shake your legs, and find your way back to the front of your mat, standing in Tadasana. Roll from your toes to heels a couple times, and then let your feet settle in. Hands together at your heart. Exhale down, inhale up. Exhale back, inhale lift. Exhale, fold. Hands to shins lift. Exhale, release. Left foot back, right foot back. Drop knees. Exhale. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, release. Push and lift, coming back up to downward facing dog. Look at your hands for a minute and walk them together so that your thumbs are touching. And then drop your head down again, looking towards your feet. You're going to press weight into your left hand, pick up your right hand and reach it towards your feet, and then grab the outside of your left leg with your right hand. Get steady here, and then as you're ready, turn your eyes, look under your left armpit towards the ceiling, taking the twist, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Bring your hand back up to the other one, side by side. Drop your head, look towards your feet. Press into your right hand, lift up the left hand, reach towards your feet with your hand, and then grab the outside of your right leg with your left hand. Get steady here, and then turn and look under your right armpit towards the ceiling. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Hand comes back to the front. Now drop your knees to the mat. Open them wide. Sit back towards your heels. This time, just come back sitting onto your heels. And let's do some big rolls with the shoulders. Big circles in one direction. Nice and slow. And then reverse it. Big circle the other way. And then take your right arm, cross it over your body, and bring the left arm up. Just stretching. A lot of shoulder work there. And then release back down, cross over the other way. And release again. All right, swing your feet around and bring the soles of your feet together, coming into Baddha Konasana. Just wiggle the knees up and down gently. And then bringing upper body up and back a few times. You can bend at your elbows here as you do this. Loosening up the spine, stretching through the hips here. So you're hinging at the hips as you bring it forward, trying to keep your back nice and long as you do this. And then bring it forward as far as you comfortably can, dropping nose down towards your heels. And then slowly bring it back up. Bring your hands by your hips, slide those feet in a little bit. Little toe side is down, and pick your butt up off the floor. See if you can walk yourself forward so that you're balancing on the little toe side of your feet here. Nice long spine, hands are supporting you. Maybe you can walk your hands in front. Maybe you can bring one hand to heart. Maybe you can bring two hands to heart. Breathing. Drop one hand, drop the other, walk it back around, drop back down onto your tailbone. Take your right leg, bend the knee, and bring it around back behind you. And then bring the left leg so that your foot is on your right leg here. And just take your hands by your waist and really stretch up, straightening the spine. So we sort of usually slump over here towards the left. So really lift up that spine. And then walk your hands around, taking a twist to the right. Breathing. And then come back to center, uncross your legs. This time we're going to take the left leg back and bring the right foot onto the left leg. Use your hands, lift up your spine nice and tall, and then walk the hands around to the left, twisting the other way. And then bring it back to center again. Swing the legs back in front, put your feet on the ground, and come into a squat. So adjusting your feet however far or close apart you like them. And let's drop one knee and then the other. Take a nice full twist as you do this. So turn and look back behind you. Come back to center, other way, back and forth. And then come back to center, back to stillness. Fingers on the floor. Spread out your fingers, separate them a little bit, and then slowly straighten the legs and come into a forward fold. Drop back down into the squat, and then straighten it up and take the fold. Squat back down, straighten it up. Squat back down, straighten it up. Squat back down, straighten it up. Hold it here. And then slowly begin to walk your hands up your legs, lower back, middle back, and head coming up last. And let's pull the feet apart a little bit so that you have a wider stance. And then drop your hands down to your knees, and you're going to bend those knees coming down like so. And then we're going to drop the right shoulder down, twist and look back. And then come back to center, drop the left shoulder down, and then lift and come back. We're just going to alternate back and forth here, a couple more rounds. Breathing. Right shoulder down and lift. Left shoulder down and lift. Straighten the legs. Heel toe your feet together and come in to standing. Shake it out a little. And have your feet underneath your hips. And get nice and steady on your feet. Shift weight over onto your left foot. Just bend your right knee and bring it in towards you, flexing that foot. Spread out your toes. Slide your hands over to your hips and see if you can straighten out that leg. Hold it here, breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Bend the knee, don't put it down yet. And now shoot it back behind you. See how far you can bring it and hold it here. Inhale 1, exhale, fall. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, bring that foot back down. And then shake it out. Turn sideways for the other side. Okay, stand nice and tall. Feet are rooted down, right foot especially. And then shift weight to the right leg. Pick up the left knee. Tuck it in nice and close. Flex your foot. Spread out your toes. Breathing. Now bring your hands to your hips. Straighten out the left leg and hold. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, bend the knee. Slowly slide it back behind you and hold it here. Breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Bring it back in and drop it down. How'd that go for you? All right, let's take a wide stance on our mat. Come into a 5-pointed star. Reach out your arms, legs wider than hip distance apart. Turn your palms up and then back down. Turn palms up and down, up and down. Swing the arms back around behind you. Clasp the hands together. Pull the hands down towards the ground. Lift the chest. Raise the eyes. Look up. On the exhale, hinge from the hips. Slowly drop your head down. Bring your hands up. So you're trying to clasp your hands together if you can. If the palms are apart and the fingers are interlaced, that's fine too. Trying to draw your shoulder blades together in this. Just gently shake your head no. And then shake your head yes. And then slowly release and roll back up. Let go of your hands. Bring your hands to your hips. And then drop over to the right. Come back up to center. Drop over to the left. Back up to center. Take it right and center. Take it left and center. Bring your arms out to the side again. Turn your left foot out and your right foot in, looking over at your left fingertips. And now pull the upper body back and then bring it forward. Pull it back and forward, back and forward. Bring it back and now bring it forward. Drop the left hand down, bring the right hand up, finding Trikonasana, triangle pose. So your legs are long, your arms are straight, the right hand is reaching up towards the ceiling. See if you can slowly turn your eyes and look up in that direction. Breathing. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Come back up into standing. Turn your feet forward. And now turn right foot out, left foot in. Pull your upper body back and forward. Bring it back and forward, back and forward. Last time back. Now bring it forward. Drop the right hand down. Bring the left hand up. Reaching long. Legs are long, arms are long. Breathing. Now slowly turn your eyes and look up towards your left hand. Inhale 1, exhale, inhale 2, exhale, inhale 3, exhale, release. Come back up, turn your feet forward, bring your hands onto your shoulders, and let's take a twist to the right. You can bend your knees a little bit as you do this. Twisting right, twisting left, twisting right, twisting left, twisting right, twisting left, twisting right, twisting left. And then come back to center, straighten out your arms, release, and come back down. We've got that sunshine splash thing going on again. So let me move around a little bit. All right, come back into 5-pointed star. Where was I? Legs are wide. And now hands at the hips. Inhale, raise your heart, lift, look up. Exhale, hinge and drop back down. Bring your hands to the floor. Have your thumbs touching. On the inhale, press the right hand into the floor. Lift the left hand up and twist. Looking up towards your left hand as you do this. Holding it here, 3 breaths. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release, drop it down. And then pressing the hands into the mat. Left hand stays down this time. Slowly swing the right hand up. Coming up, reaching up towards the ceiling. Turn your eyes, look up, and breathe. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Good. Now turn your fingers away from you, and you're going to walk them in between your feet as far in as you can get them, and drop your head down. Hold it here, breathing. Then shake your head no. And then shake your head yes. Walk your hands back in underneath you. Bring hands to hips and slowly roll back up to standing. Heel toe your feet in together. Coming back into standing position. And let's come down onto the mat. Stretch out your legs, come into seated position. Have your feet flexed and then point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Flex and point. Good. Now bring the right leg in. Let's put it inside of your left leg, sitting tall here. And so we tend to sort of shift into the middle here. I want you to turn it over so you're in line with the long leg. Reach the arms up overhead and then slowly reach up and out, grabbing hold of shins, ankles, toes, whatever you can get a hold of, and drop your nose down towards your left knee. And then slowly bring it back up. Straighten out your leg, shake it out a little bit. Let's bring in the other side. So right leg is straight this time. Left foot is on the right leg. Turn your body so it's in line with the right leg. Reach the arms up. Exhale, fold. Knee comes down towards your nose. And then slowly bring it back up again. Straighten out that leg. Shake it out. Let's open up the legs wide this time, coming into a V shape. Just point your toes and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Hold the flex here. and try to really think about a nice long torso, hands inside in front of you. And we're going to keep the back flat and bring it forward and then come back out. Bring it forward and come back out. Keep those feet flexed. Bring it forward and come back out. Now walk your hands out. See where you can get to, reaching them out as far as you can go. Keep those feet flexed. Keep pushing out through your heels. And then as you're ready, let your head drop down. And then slowly bring it back up. Sitting tall through your spine. Now walk your hands over so that your torso shifts over to the right. Place one hand on one side of the leg, one on the other, and then we're going to fold it forward and come back up. Fold it forward and come back up. Fold it forward and come back up. Now take your hands in front of you. You're going to cross right hand over left and then slide your hands down your feet and drop your head down. And then bring it back up and just take a minute, straighten up your torso again. And now we're going over to the other side and we're going to fold it forward again, trying to keep the back flat as you can, bringing it forward and back. Bring it forward and back. Are your feet still flexed? Bring it forward and back. Now cross your left hand over your right. Bring it down onto your left leg. Slide it down the leg. Grab hold of what you can get a hold of and drop your nose towards your knee. And then bring it back up. Come back up into center and just tuck your elbows in by your ribs. Turn your palms so that they're facing up. You're going to leave your lower body just the way it is. We're only going to move from the waist up here. Turn and go over to the right and then back to center. Turn to the left and back to center. Remember, this is like you're holding a tray of something very delicate that you don't want to spill or fall. And you're just keeping that tray nice and level as you twist side to side. One more time, right and center, left and center, and then release it down. Take your right hand, slide it along the inside of your right leg. If you can, grab hold of the big toe, drop elbow to the floor. If you're not quite there yet, you're just grabbing hold of your shin or your ankle, wherever you can get along the way. And now reach that left hand up towards the ceiling, reaching it way, way up, and then flex at your wrist like you're trying to push your hand into the ceiling. And then you're going to bring that arm up and over, maybe even getting it over towards your toes. Turn your eyes and look up towards the ceiling. Breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Raise that arm up towards the ceiling again, and then slowly slide it back up to seated position. Just take a minute, shake it out, and we'll do the other side. So this time, left arm goes along the inside of the left leg, elbow down, grab your toes or your ankles or shins. Reach that right arm up towards the ceiling. Flex at your wrist like you're pushing into the ceiling, and then bring that arm up and over. Turn and look up towards the ceiling and hold it here. Breathe. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale. Raise it back up and slowly come back up into seated position. Bring those elbows in again, palms face up. Turn to the left and then back to center, turn to the right, back to center. A couple more rounds. Center, right, center, left, center, last two, right, center, and left, center. Good. Slide your feet together, shake out those legs, and let's come onto our bellies. So have your arms out in front and the tops of your feet down onto the mat. On the inhale, we're going to point our fingers, point our toes, lift the arms and the legs up off the ground and balance on our torso. Okay, ready, begin. Inhale, lift, raise the arms, raise the legs, eyes look up, breathing. Inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale, release. Drop your arms, drop your legs. Turn your left cheek to the mat, bend your knees, and let your legs go side to side. Breathing. Good. Now drop your feet back down. Bring your arms alongside of you this time. Same motion, only the arms come up and back. All right. Ready, begin. Lift the legs, lift the arms, point the fingers, point the toes. Chest lifts, eyes look up. Breathing. Inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale, release. Turn your right cheek to the mat, bend your knees, and let the legs go side to side. Okay, this time the feet are going to stay up. You're going to bring your hands and wrap them around your ankles. If you're not quite there, you're just reaching back in that direction. Feet are flexed if you're holding them. Shoulder blades are drawing together. And now on the inhale, push the feet into the hands and come up for bow pose. Breathing. Inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale, release. Drop your arms so that they're in a wide T shape and bring your toes on the floor so your heels are lifted, and then walk your legs wide so that your toes are about as wide as your mats. And now drop the knees to the, or drop the heels to the right and back to center, over to the left and back to center. Just rotate back and forth, releasing the lower back. Breathing. And then slowly walk those knees back in, slide your hands underneath your shoulders, come back up into tabletop position. And now we're going to walk the knees so that they're in close by one another and have your feet together as well. Drop your hips back towards your heels, and then forehead comes down onto the mat. You're going to grab hold of your heels with your hands. And then as you're ready, you're going to raise your back and try and roll up towards the crown of your head. Arms straighten up as you do this. Hold it here for 3. Inhale, 1, exhale. Inhale, 2, exhale. Inhale, 3, exhale, release. Drop it back down, slide your hands forward, and come up into seated position. Let's swing the legs around, come back into sitting. With your legs out in front, shake out your legs. And then let's bring in the right leg, cross it over the left, giving it a nice hug. And now wrap your left hand around your right leg. Bring your right hand out in front. Eyes are on the fingertips of that right hand. And then you're going to swing your hand all the way around. Drop it down onto the floor and take the twist. So try to lift your spine up as you're doing this and hug the right knee in a little bit closer. And then raise the hand up, bring it all the way back around. And let's uncross that leg, straighten it out, shake it out a little bit, and then bring in the other side. So your right foot is active, your foot is flexed, toes spread out. Cross left leg over the right with your right arm, wrap around that left leg. Give it a nice big hug. Left arm out in front, eyes on the fingertips. Twist around to the left. Drop your hand and twist a little bit further. Pull that knee in, straighten out the right leg. Breathing. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and exhale. Raise the arm, bring it all the way back around. Uncross your legs and shake it out. Let's come down onto our back. Just slowly roll it down so you're sitting about in the middle of the mat, and bring both knees in towards you. Just gently rock side to side. And then come back to center. Keep your knees bent and drop your feet down so that your heels are in by your tailbone, and press your palms into the floor. Slowly lift the hips up, rolling up to your shoulders, and then exhale, come back down. Inhale, press into the hands, lift the hips, and then come back down. This time we'll come up for bridge pose. So press into the hands, lift the hips, walk the shoulder blades together, clasp your hands together underneath you. And now you're really going to push into your feet, lifting the hips a little higher. Your chin is on your chest. Your eyes are looking up, or you can just close your eyes here. And we're going to hold this now for 3. Inhale 1, exhale. Inhale 2, exhale. Inhale 3, exhale, release. Unclasp your hands, unwind your shoulders, upper back, middle back, hips come down to the floor. Bend both knees, bring them in. Pick your head up off the floor and just give your body a nice tight squeeze with your arms. Everything is curled up really tight into a nice tight ball. And then slowly exhale, release your head, release your legs, straighten them out, spread out your arms so that they're down at your side, palms are facing up. And just take this minute to get yourself settled into Shavasana. You may want to just wiggle out your shoulders a little bit or adjust your hips so that you're feeling comfy. And then let's take one last full deep breath in. Exhale, release. With your eyes closed, as you're laying here on the mat or sitting, whatever's feeling right for you right now, let's go back to that intention that you set for yourself when we began. Just remembering that. And then for today, instead of focusing on our breath, just let your attention float to the sounds in the room or outside, wherever it is that you are. Let your focus be on a sound that comes to you and then perhaps floats away. If you're in a quiet spot, you can try to just listen to no noises. But let your focus be on what you hear. What makes a river so restful to people is that it doesn't have any doubt. It is sure to get where it is going, and it doesn't want to go anywhere else. Take a deep breath in, exhale, release. Wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Start to feel your body moving again. And bring your knees in towards you, curl up, roll over onto your side for a breath or two. And then bringing yourself back up to seated position. You can bring your hands together at your heart. Just taking a moment here to feel some gratitude for your practice, for your intention for this day. My wish for you today is health in your body, peace in your mind, and love in your heart. Namaste.